All right, so the flow for today is going to go very heavily into the hips. We're going to take this toward 8-angle or Astavakrasana at the end. And if you don't remember what an 8-angle is, don't sweat it. I'll go through a long, detailed demonstration once we get into that point. But the whole thing is that it requires a lot of opening through the inner thighs, definitely get to the hamstrings quite a bit as well. So be ready for that as we go through the variations of the poses today. We're going to get as close as we can into this before we get into that pose toward the end of class. All that said, I have 2 demonstrations before we start. So once we get into the main part of the flow, you're going to start this in downward facing dog. You're going to take it into a 3-legged dog. And I want you to be real intentional about what you're doing here in that 3-legged dog. So a lot of people, people just sort of lift one foot, but I want you to keep this active. So point the foot, reach for the toes, lock the knee, keep the leg straight, lower the hip of that lifted leg. So it's not about lifting as high as possible. It's about keeping that leg in line and keeping your hips squared as you take this. You should feel this in the glutes on the lifted leg side. Now keep the leg as straight as you can. You're going to look forward toward your hands. Keep the base foot where it is to start. And we're going to hop this back and forth, keeping the lifted leg straight the whole time. So initially, you're just going to keep the base foot on the floor, bend the knee, let your hips move straight up and down. And then when you're ready, you're going to press into that base foot, hop it forward, and then hop it back. And right now, I'm not bringing this up that high. I'm just pressing my hands. My base foot's coming up about 6 inches from the floor, which isn't to say this isn't a lot of effort, because you got a pretty heavy leg up there, keep in mind. Now, you can just keep it light like that, or if you want to take things further toward inversion, you can start to hop this up so maybe your shoulders come over your wrists, but just take it back and forth. Or I should say, more than the shoulders over the rest of your hips come over your shoulders, taking it back and forth. But just work it as best you can. Either way, this is still the same. Keep the leg lifted and straight the whole time. And after we've gone back and forth a few rounds, we're going to move right into the flow from there. So that is how we're going to begin the sequence from here, and that will definitely warm you up. Now, at the end of the sequence, I'm going to cue this into crow, but then I'm going to take this even further toward this flying lizard shape, which is basically a very uncomfortable version of crow. But the whole point of coming into that is it's going to make things a little bit easier once you come into 8-angle toward the end, because it requires a lot of activation of the inner thigh. So initially, we're just going to bring this down for the regular setup for crow. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, bring the heels up, and touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward. If this is about enough for you, you can just take it here and take the weight on your hands. But if you're going to balance it, bring your feet up together, big toes to touch, pull the heels toward your seat. You can take it up higher, you can bring it down lower, whatever you like. Now, immediately after cueing that, I'm going to come into flying lizard. And cueing this, the key difference is, and just to differentiate it from crow, you're going to wrap one of your legs around one of your arms. So my left leg goes around my left arm, left foot between my hands from the front, and the right knee's on my right arm from behind, just like with crow. Now, once you set your palms down, the first thing you got to do is lift the foot of that wrapped leg. So my left foot's coming up, and I'm squeezing that leg around the arm. Keep that leg active, and that's the whole point of this, keep in mind. Look forward, lean forward to lift the other foot, just like crow. And it's enough to stay here for a few breaths, and you're looking for that activation on the wrapped leg. Now, if you can take it further, maybe extend the back leg all the way back. Just be sure your elbows pulled in. You keep the arms under control. And then you kind of just got to set everything down into plank to move through your vinyasa. Now, if you want to work the transition, this is not easy. We can pull that back leg in. See about unthreading the front leg. Woo! Maybe take it up to crow. And then you can bring it back into chaturanga. And keep in mind, it took me a couple years to get that down so I could actually demonstrate it without falling apart. It's not easy at all, but there's always somewhere else to go with all this, and that's kind of the whole point. So just play around with things, see how far you want to take it. If you haven't done that transition before, you may get stuck somewhere, but you gotta kind of start from where you are to see where you want to go, keep in mind. So to get this started, bring yourself down onto your back, and we're going to take this into Astavakrasana to begin. So once you're down, just go ahead and bring the soles of feet together, knees out wide. How you set this up exactly is up to you. Now, if your hips are really open and the knees are almost down on the floor, then maybe the heels coming closer, maybe slide the feet further away. But if you're like me and your hips a little bit tighter, more than a couple inches up off the floor, I recommend sliding your feet away from you. Make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And just relax around the hips as best you can to let the knees settle further down on their own. Now, if you like, you can rest your hands on your inner thighs. Otherwise, just bring your arms out to your sides. And let your low back take its natural arch. Let your shoulders sink down. Let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here to begin. So with an inhale, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. With the exhale, reach the arms forward, hands between your knees, somewhere between your legs. Inhale, reach this out long again. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reach this out long. And with the exhale, bring the arms forward this time, but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted. Keep your gaze forward. And you can always pull the feet in closer, you can bring them further out, but we're going to go back and forth from here, curling. So with your next inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out again. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Now inhale, roll this out long. And with your exhale, just keep reaching past your head and rearrange your legs. So bring your left foot to the mat to center. And we're taking eagle bind. I want you to cross the right leg tightly over the left. Now squeeze the legs tight like this. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, stretch out long through your fingertips. And with the exhale, curl forward, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right and keep your legs squeezing. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl, try to lift up high. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl to the right side one more time. Inhale, roll this out long and keep reaching. And then just switch your legs. Bring the right foot to the floor. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Squeeze the legs together. When you're ready, take an inhale, reach to your fingertips. And then with the exhale, curl to the left of your legs. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl left again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl, keep your legs squeezing. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl left, try to lift higher each time. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, just curl left one more time. Now with your next inhale, roll this out long and keep reaching. And then just relax your shoulders to the floor. Go ahead, bend the elbows and keep the arms down like this. And switch the cross. Bring the left foot to the floor. Right leg crosses over the left. Squeeze your legs tight. And then just take this with a twist. So go ahead, bring your knees over to the left side. Keep both shoulders down. And then come up to center. Let's switch it out. Right foot to the floor. Left leg crosses tight over the right. Squeeze your legs and bring your knees down to the right side. Keep the left shoulder down. And then switch it again. Come back to center. Left foot down, right leg over left. Squeeze the legs together. Bring the knees to the left side again. And then back up to center. Undo the cross and reverse it. Right foot to the floor. Left leg tightly crossing over the right. Bring your knees to the right side. And then bring it back up to center. Switch it out. Left foot to the floor. Right leg crosses over the left. And one more time. Bring your knees down to the left side. Keep both shoulders down. Maybe look right. If you want to gauge it further, you can press into the floor. Maybe try to lift that left hip. It's not going to come up very high, but just engage attention. And then go ahead, switch it out. Bring it back to center. Right foot to the mat. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Squeeze the legs together. Bring your knees down to the right side. Maybe look left. Keep your left shoulder down. If you want to work it further, you can try to lift that right hip up off the floor this time. Again, it's not going to go too high even if you lift. And then just release that and bring this back into center. Uncross your legs, bring your knees into your chest side by side and squeeze down. Now you can pull the knees wide, maybe rock a little bit side to side, but just breathe for a moment. And then bring it into center. Go ahead, release this, and bring your left foot to the floor. Extend the right leg straight up. And straighten your right leg as much as you can. Now, if you need to bend the knee, that's fine. Just keep the ankle stacked over the hip. The sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach high with both arms. We're going to go back and forth, reaching one arm at a time. Now, I want you to focus on the reaching from the shoulders rather than just your hands. Work this as a twist. We're on my count, starting with the right hand. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that left shoulder high. Hold on here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring it down. Switch it out. Right foot to the floor, left leg high. And again, if you can straighten the leg as much as you can, make sure the ankle's stacked over the hip. So the left foot faces up. Now lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach up with both arms again. Back and forth, stretch this out, and actually reach up higher through the shoulders. Start with the left hand this time. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with the right shoulder high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release and come down. Now, once you're down, let's set this up for a bridge variation here. So feet about hips width distance apart. Bring the heels in close. You can start with your low back as flat as possible. Arms to your sides, palms down. Just keep your gaze up high. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift the hips up. Exhale, roll your spine back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high and hold here. Now dig into your heels, keep your glutes squeezed and keep the hips lifted like this. Now we're going to go back and forth twisting from the upper body. I want you to keep the glutes engaged and keep your hips high as we move. So when you're ready, lift the right hand. Right arm reaches up and to the left, past your head as far as you can go. And then come back to center. And keep your hips high, keep your glutes engaged. Lift your left hand this time. Reach the left arm up and to the right, past your head, far as you can go. And then come back into center, hips still high. Right arm up and to the left again. Try to stack your shoulders right above the left. And then come back to center here. Left arm up and to the right, stretch this out long. Bring it back to center, glutes still engaged, hips still high. One more round. Right arm up and to the left, stretch this out long. And then bring it back to center. Left arm up and to the right one more time. Lengthen this out here. Bring it back to center, both hips high. You're still in bridge. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything down. Once you're down, bring your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Squeeze it all in. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Bring your nose close to your knees. Curl up. And then go use this shape. Cross at the ankles. Roll forward to a seat and come further to your hands. Come into all fours. Once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment. Move around. Stretch your hands. Stretch your fingers. Let the shoulders and hips move side to side and just feel things out. And then just bring this into center. I want to take this further into the wrist. So slide your hands in right in front of your knees, maybe about one hand's length forward. But flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips pointing toward you. Now spread your fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down. Keep the hands active like this. Keep the arms straight, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And hold that tension in your hands. Now, you can just stay like this. You can bring the hands in closer, put more weight on the legs. And if you want to just keep this position, you can just keep the arms straight and maybe just sway your shoulders side to side. Now, if you want to take it further still, keep all that tension in your hands with the fingertips pressing down, but then put your weight to the left knee, step the right foot forward outside the right hand, maybe even past it, and then bring the right knee to the floor. Try to move smoothly here. And then bring your left foot forward, maybe past your left hand, but up and to the left, and then bring that knee down. Right foot forward again, outside your right hand. Bring the right knee down. Left foot forward, outside your left hand again, and then bring that knee down. One more round. Right foot forward outside the right hand. And then go bring that knee down. Left foot forward outside the left hand again. And then set the knee down. And then come up onto the fingertips and walk the hands forward. Come to your regular all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll take one more wrist stretch from here. Now palms down. Rotate your hands, fingertips out to the sides and then in toward your knees as far as you can go. Set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down and grip your mat. Press your spine toward the ceiling, hold that grip and keep the tension in your hands. Maybe just stay here. This could be good enough. And you can just sway the shoulders side to side if you only want to take it a little bit further. Now, if you want to go even further still, extend the right leg straight back, reach for the big toe, and then bring that right big toe as far left as you can, straight right leg. Look over your left shoulder. Maybe you see the foot, maybe not, but keep your grip. And then we'll pulse this sideways. You're going to move like a fish. So from here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee down. Other side, keep gripping the floor. Extend your left leg straight back, reach for the big toe. Bring that left big toe as far right as you can. Look back over the right shoulder. Maybe you see the foot, maybe not. But get ready to pulse it to the side on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left knee down. And then come up onto the fingertips, down onto your heels, and take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. Now, from all fours, we are going to just take this into a basic spinal balance here to start. So press in your palms, extend the crown of the head forward, so lengthen out your spine, keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. And keep in mind, most people have a tendency to let their heads hang down. And just look straight toward the floor. Now keep your chest facing down, but extend the right arm straight forward and your left leg straight back. Reach to your fingertips and toe tips and just hold. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze this in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Then inhale, reach one more time. Stay reaching. And look forward. Now, bend your left knee. Reach back with the right hand. Find the left foot. Once you have that grip, kick into your hand. But draw your right shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher. Hold your balance here and keep gripping the floor with your left hand. Now, we're going to switch the grip. I want you to keep your left leg where it is, but release the right hand. Go slow. Right hand sets just inside your left hand. Make sure your right hand's over to the left side of your mat, otherwise you're going to fall down. Come up onto the fingertips of the left hand and go slow as you open to the left side. Now, maybe hover the left hand good enough. Maybe just reach that arm back. And if you can, take hold of the left foot. Now, if you have that grip, kick into your hand, try to draw the shoulder forward, bring the knee up higher, keep gripping the floor with the right hand, keep breathing here. It's supposed to be tricky. And then go release this and come down to all fours. Take a breath. And of course, we're going to do it on the other side. So once you're ready, again, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, just look down, extend the crown of the head forward, keep your neck long in line with the rest of your spine. And then reach forward with your left arm and back with your right leg. Now stretch out long through the fingertips and toe tips, keep your chest facing down. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze underneath, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then inhale, reach this out long and stay reaching. Look forward. Now bend the right knee this time. Reach back with your left hand. Find the right foot. Once you have that grip, kick into your hand. Draw the shoulder forward. Bring the knee up higher. Hold here. And again, we're just going to switch the grip. So release your grip, but keep the right leg where it is. Left hand comes down just inside the right hand. Make sure your left hand's moving to the right side of the mat. And come up onto the fingertips of the right hand. Take this slow. Now, you can hover the right hand. This is good enough. If you can open to the right side further, maybe reach that right arm back. And if you can take hold of the right foot, just go slow. Kick into your hand. Draw the shoulder forward. Try to bring that knee up higher. Take this to where you can. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release and bring it back down, back to all fours. Take a breath or two here. And then from all fours, we're going to take it down to a lopsided setup. So I want you to come down onto the right forearm and stand your left hand. Right elbow to the side. Right hand moves to center, so that forearm is diagonal. Slide your left hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep that elbow pulled in. Now let's look down. And then keep your knees bent. Shift the weight to the right knee. Hover your left knee up off the floor and keep that left knee bent. Now left leg out to the side, high as you can lift, and then fold back in. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift, fold back in. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift, fold back in again. Left knee to the side. Now keep it lifted, keep the toes pointed left, and keep the left elbow pulling in toward your side. With an inhale, extend the left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder, bring it in close. Inhale the left leg back again. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder, pull it in close and hold here. Now give this a try. Pivot from your left hip, step your left foot down, try to step it past your left hand. But once your left foot comes down, the left arm's underneath your left leg, you can use your left hand to bring that left foot in underneath you a little bit more. Now from here, we're going to take a little bit of that flying lizard setup that I demonstrated at the beginning. So the left leg is wrapped around your left arm. Lift your left foot as you set the left palm down, and to squeeze that leg around your left arm. Now if you can take this further, tuck the toes of the right foot, maybe lift the right knee up off the floor, keep the left leg squeezing, and then go ahead and release this. Bring the right knee down, unwrap the left side, and come up to all fours. We're just getting the taste of that flying lizard position here and getting into the inner thigh. So we're going to take this on the other side. So bring yourself down onto the left forearm this time and stay on your right hand. So left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep the elbow pulled in. Now put the weight to the left knee, hover the right, keep the right knee bent and keep the right leg tense. Now right knee to the side as high as you can lift, and then fold the leg back in. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in again. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. Now hold here. Keep the right elbow pulled in and keep your toes pointed right. Now with an inhale, extend the right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder, pulled in close. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder, hold it here, keep it close. Now pivot from the right hip, set the right foot down past the right hand, or as best you can. And then with the right arm underneath your right leg, go ahead and use the right hand to bring that right foot in a little bit more. Now we're going to wrap the leg around your right arm. So as you set your right palm down, lift the right foot, and just keep that leg wrapped, keep it squeezing your right arm. And then take it further. If you want to go there, you can tuck the toes of the left foot, maybe lift your left knee, keep that right leg squeezing. And then go ahead and release this. Unwrap the right side and come back to all fours. And once you're in all fours, just give yourself a moment, move around here. And just breathe. Now you can just stay here, take a little break if you like, maybe take another stretch before we move on, but whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now once you move into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press into your palms, flatten your hands, feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs, and sink your chest down low to the floor. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can, and keep that long upward reach to the hips. Let that straighten and lengthen out your upper body. Hold some tension in your core through the belly around the lower ribs. Now as you hold this, if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, just let that go and bend your knees. You can stay loose. You can pedal the side and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And restack your spine to slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hand at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor or to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wristing the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, stay lifted. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control, all the way down to your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Now let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted. Keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep looking forward. And work to lift this up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just roll back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms into the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active, work to lift your knees up the mat. And then take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, try to pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc through the front. Lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your chest long, and keep pulling forward. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly and hips up high, back to down dog. Pedal out, let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through our sun salutations here, steady movement. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to stand and reach this up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas, next high plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And with the exhale, pull your belly and bring your hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds, take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand, the arms reach high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in. And bring your hips back up. One last round, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach us up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. Now with an inhale, open up, drop forward. Exhale, pull it back in. Bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And go into a scorpion dog right away, rather. So bend the right knee, hang your right foot left. Let your hips open up and just feel your body twist. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale the right leg high and hold your three-legged dog. So straighten this out. Point the toes, reach through the right big toe. Keep the right knee locked and lower the right hip so you feel this in the glutes. Now look forward toward your hands. Left foot stays where it is. But bend your left knee and feel your hips move straight up and down. Let's take it back and forth. Press into your left foot, hop this forward. And then press into your left foot, hop it back. Press into your left foot, hop this forward again. Press into your left foot, hop it back. Now press into your left foot, hop this forward one more time and stay forward. Right foot sets between your hands. Slide the left foot back, come into low lunge. We're going to take this into cow and cat lunges here, so moving through the hips. Come up onto the fingertips and give yourself some space. Now with an inhale, pull your hips forward, chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press this back and round. Inhale, pull forward, gaze up. Exhale, press back and round again. Inhale, pull forward, gaze high, hold here. Now bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind. We're going to take this toward an Anjaneyasana variation. So left palm goes flat to the floor, right hand to the right knee. Now turn to the right side, look back over the right shoulder and press the right leg into your torso as you're twisting to the side. Now this is good enough right here. Keep that left hip low, kick down with that left foot. And if you want to take it further without backing up your hips, you can bend your left knee And if you lift the foot high enough, maybe take hold of it with the right hand, pull the heel in close. Now, that's not necessary. If you need to back up your hips, keep in mind, just keep that left hip low, find that stretch to the front of the left side. Keep the right leg pulled in as you're twisting and looking toward the back of the mat. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just release both hands down around the right foot. Tuck the toes, left foot, lift your left knee, come into low lunge. Now I want to take it to a high lunge. So when you're ready, bring your hands to your hips. And then with an inhale, bring your torso all the way to upright. Now give yourself a moment to find your stance. Deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight. Left hip forward, right hip back. Make sure you feel on two separate tracks so you balance here. And then reach the arms up high. Now we're just going to take this back and forth from this to a reverse warrior. Most of the action's in that left leg. So drop your left heel, left hand to left thigh, right arm reaches up and back, gaze up toward the ceiling. And then reach both arms high. Lift your left heel, square the hips forward. Again like that, drop your left heel. Left hand to left thigh, right arm reaches up and back. And then reach both arms high. Lift your left heel, pivot forward. Again, drop the left heel. Left hand to left thigh, right arm up and back, gaze high. Both arms high. One more time, lift your left heel, pivot forward. And then drop your left heel. Reverse warrior. Left hand to left thigh, right arm up and back, gaze high, hold here. Stay low in that right hip. Now with an inhale, bring your torso upright. Come into warrior two. Reach your arms out wide. And then take it to the extended side angle, right over to the right thigh. Left arm in a half bind. Bring it behind your back palm face when you draw that shoulder back. Gaze up toward the ceiling. This is good enough here. Stay open to your left side. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the right hand down inside the right leg. Left shoulder stays high. Deeper still, maybe just bend the right elbow, sink down more. And if you want the full bind, you can reach underneath. Now, wherever you take this, whatever bind you have, keep the left shoulder high. Be sure you can look up toward the ceiling. Try to tuck the right hip under the left. And just breathe with this. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. And let's take this into a horse stance. Heels in, toes out. You're still open to the side of the mat. And just take this into a wide-legged squat. So sink down low, bring your thighs toward parallel with the floor, move around for a moment. And then settle in its center with your spine toward upright. Now reach the arms out wide. We'll take an eagle bind. It's going to be right arm under, left arm over, cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Now if you can't get the palms together, just do what works. You can always reach the opposite shoulders. Whichever you do, keep the arms squeezing, shoulders down, elbows up. And then we're going to balance this side to side. So lean over to the left side, put your weight to the left foot. Now the right leg lifts. Bring the right heel to touch your left knee. Hold your balance here for a moment. And then step the right foot wide, sink back down to horse. Now lean to the right side, weight to the right foot. And this time, bring your left knee to touch the right calf. Hold here, stay low. Step your left foot out wide, sink back down. Over the left side, lean left. Right heel to left knee, hold here. And then step this out wide, back to horse. Over to the right side, lean right. Stay low. Left knee touches the right calf. Hold on to this here. Left foot wide, back to horse. Over to the left side, weight to your left foot. Right heel to the left knee, hold on to this here. And then we'll take this all the way into eagle. When you're ready, cross the right leg completely over the left. Now squeeze the legs together, sink down. You can always touch that right foot to the floor. Shoulders back, elbows up. Keep the arms squeezing as well and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the right knee. And then slowly bring the right knee out to the side, step it toward the front of the mat. Lift your left heel, pivot forward to high lunge for a moment, squaring toward the front. And then lean forward to the right foot. We're going to balance it here. Push into the right foot and lift that left foot up off the floor. Come toward your warrior three. Now keep your lifted body in line. Keep that left hip pulling forward so the hips are squared. And if you want to take it deeper, you can always bend the right knee, but maybe hinge from the right hip and bring yourself toward parallel. Keep the arms squeezing, keep breathing, and keep yourself long. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now from that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. And we're going to take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers. Lift your heels and bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. And once you balance, lift the feet together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Now for flying lizard, bring your feet down. And then it's right leg around your right arm, right foot between your hands from the front. Left knee touches your left arm from behind. Set your palms down and then lift the right foot before you do anything else and squeeze the right arm. And then look forward, lean forward to lift your left foot. Good enough here. Now, if you want to take it further, you can extend that left leg back, but keep your left elbow pulled in. And then however you like, go ahead, take it through your vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog. And once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle out. Let's bring all that to the other side. So from downward facing dog, inhale your left leg high. Move to your scorpion dog right away. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Keep your shoulders square, just feel the twist. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale the left leg high and hold your three-legged dog. So reach through the left big toe, point the foot, lock the knee, lower the left hip so you feel this in the glutes, and keep that left leg straight. Look forward toward your hands. Right foot stays where it is, but bend your right knee and feel your hips move straight up and down. Back and forth, push into the right foot, hop this forward. And then press into the right foot, hop it back. Press into the right foot, hop it forward again. Press into your right foot, hop it back. Press into your right foot, hop this forward one more time and stay forward. And then left foot comes down between your hands. Right foot slides back, low lunge. Bring yourself up onto the fingertips. Take some room here, cow and cat lunges. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, hips forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press this back around your spine. Inhale, pull this forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press back and round again. Inhale, pull forward, gaze up high, hold here. Bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you. And then take this toward Anjaneyasana. So right palm flat to the floor, left hand to your left knee. And then turn, look back over your left shoulder. Keep the left leg pulling in toward your chest, pulling in toward your belly. And this is good enough right here. Kick the right foot down and keep that right hip low. Feel that stretch from the front of the right side. Now, if you can take it further without backing up your hips, maybe bend the right knee. And if you can pull the foot close enough, maybe take hold with your left hand. You can draw that heel toward your seat, but keep the left thigh squeezing in, keep the right hip low, and just keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down around that left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, come into your low lunge. Now make sure your feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance apart, and we'll take a high lunge dance. So hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Deep bend the left knee, right leg towards straight, adjust the hips. Left hip back, right hip forward, keep yourself tall. And then reach the arms up high, back and forth from here to that reverse warrior. So as you're ready, drop the right heel, right hand to the right thigh, left arm reaches high and back, gaze up high. And then reach both arms up. Lift the right heel, pivot forward back to that high lunge. Again, drop the right heel. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back, gaze up high here. Reach both arms high. Lift the right heel, pivot forward. Again, drop the right heel. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back, look up. Back to center, both arms high. Right heel lifts, square the hips forward. And then one more time, drop the right heel. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back. Keep looking up and hold. Stay low in that left hip. Now with your next inhale, bring it to warrior two. Lift your torso, reach the arms out wide. And then extended side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm in a half bind. Bring that arm behind your back, palm face me. Pull the shoulder back and look up toward the ceiling. And stay open to the side. It's good enough right here. Now if you want to go deeper, you can bring that left hand down inside your left leg, right shoulder stays high. Maybe just bend the left elbow a little bit. Deeper still, you can take the full bind and reach underneath. Now take it to where you like. Keep the right shoulder high. You're still looking at the ceiling from wherever you are. And just keep breathing. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. And take this into horse. Heels in, toes out, just a wide-legged squat. You're still open to the side. Move around for a moment. And settle in at center with your spine toward upright. Reach the arms out wide. Now let's take the eagle bind on this side. Left arm under, right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. Again, reach to the shoulders if you need to. Just do what works. Arms are squeezing. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Shoulders down, elbows high. And then side to side, lean over to the right foot. And then lift the left foot. Left heel touches the right knee. Find your balance here for a moment. And then step this out wide, sink back to horse. Now over to your left side, lean left. Right knee to left calf this time. Keep yourself low. Keep your balance. Right foot wide, back to horse. Over to the right side, lean right. Left heel to right knee. Hold on to this here. Step the left foot wide and sink back down. Over to your left foot, lean left. Right knee touches your left calf. Hold your balance here. And then right foot steps wide, back to horse. Now lean to the right side one more time. Left heel to right knee. Keep your balance here. Keep your arms squeezing. Take it all the way to eagle with the legs as well. So squeeze your legs to the tight. Now you can always touch that left foot to the floor. Hips down, shoulders back, elbows high. Keep the arms squeezing as you're holding this. Keep breathing. When you're ready, with an inhale, straighten the right leg, lift your left knee. And then slowly open that left knee to the side, step it toward the front. Lift your right heel, pivot toward the front of the mat, find a high lunge stance for a moment. And then lean forward over your left foot and come forward with when the right foot lifts. Now we're bringing this toward a warrior three, maybe to stay more upright. Maybe come down toward parallel, but lower the right hip so your hips stay squared. Keep your lifted body in line. Keep your gaze forward. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. From that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. Let's take it back to crow. Palms down. Grip the floor, lift your heels. Bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward. Just take it slow. When you lift, bring the feet up together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take that to when you can. And then go ahead, set your feet down for flying lizard. So bring the left leg around your left arm this time. Left foot between your hands from the front. Set the palms down, and the right knee touches the right arm from behind. Now lift your left foot first before anything else. Squeeze that left leg in. Look forward, lean forward to lift your right foot. And then maybe extend that right leg back if you want to take it there. Keep the right elbow pulled in. And take it to your Vinyasa when you're ready. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment here, paddle things out. Let's take the next sequence. So with your next inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, curl this in knee to chest. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest one more time. Now inhale the right leg high and hold your three-legged dog. So reach for the right big toe, point the foot, lock the right knee, lower the right hip so your hips are square. Look forward toward your hands, left foot stays where it is, but bend your left knee and feel your hips move straight up and down. Straight right leg, when you're ready, press into the left foot, hop it forward. And then press into your left foot, hop it back. Press into your left foot, hop this forward again. Press into your left foot, hop it back. And then press into your left foot, hop this forward one more time and stay forward. Right foot comes down between your hands. Slide the left foot back, low lunge. And then come up onto your fingertips, cow and cat lunges here. So with the inhale, pull your chest forward, hips forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press back around your spine. Inhale, pull this forward, look up. Exhale, press back and round. Inhale, pull forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press back and round and hold for a moment. And then just put a little bit on the right knee. And slide that left foot forward for a pyramid stance. So bring it forward about 1 pace behind the right, about 3 feet front to back. Hips width distance side to side, both feet flat. Left foot points to the side about 45 degrees or so. When you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale, bring your torso all the way to upright. Now take a moment just to adjust. So both legs straight, right hip back, left hip forward. Be sure your hips are squared. Hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward. And we're just going to fold this halfway down. So take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, keep looking forward just toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward again toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Now exhale, hinge to halfway and hold here. Shoulders forward, keep your shoulders back, gaze forward. And then we're going to take this a little bit deeper. So bring your belly to touch the right thigh, even if you have to bend the right knee to make that happen. Shoulders stay back, your gaze stays forward. If you want to take it deeper, you can press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Deeper still, you can lift the left heel, bend the left knee, and that's only if your hamstrings are pretty open, keep in mind. Just take this to where you can and feel that stretch on the back of the right thigh. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, release both hands down around the right foot. Slide your left foot back, low lunge. And then from your low lunge, it's warrior two. With an inhale, drop your left heel, lift your torso, limber the arms, and open out to the left side. Deep under the right knee, straight left leg. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Now keep your spine tall, reach equally front to back. And then bring the right hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Make that hand to a fist. And with your left hand, take hold of the right wrist. Now keep your shoulders back, chest open. With the left hand, pull the right arm behind your head, left elbow toward the floor. And then keep pulling down. Bring your gaze up high and feel that stretch through the right side of your ribs. Now keep looking up like this and just work this with the right leg. So straighten your right leg, keep leaning back. Now keep your gaze up high, bend deeper into the right knee, sink low into that hip. Again, straighten your right leg and keep leaning back. Bend deep into the right knee and sink low into that hip. Straighten your right leg and keep leaning back. Now hold here. Now we're going to take it toward triangle, still holding on to this, so bump your left hip back. And then slowly turn your gaze toward the back of the mat, but then hinge from the hips and lean forward over that right leg. Now you don't have to go too deep here. You're going to keep your gaze up high. The arms are still behind you, shoulders still pulled back. Keep breathing. With an inhale, just bring your spine upright. Hands to your hips. And then turn the right foot so it's parallel to the left, more or less. We're going to take the weight back to the left foot. So lean left, bend your left knee. Lift the right heel, drag that big toe over, and then come to standing with your right knee high. Now grip the floor with your left big toe. Hold your balance, slow your breathing down. And then you got two choices here. With your right hand, you can take hold of the right knee, and that's good enough. If you want to go further, you can reach inside the right leg and find the big toe. Now, if you have that grip, you got the choice of pulling the knee up higher or maybe extending your leg forward. But keep in mind, you're going to hold your balance and still move that right leg. So just take this to where you can. Now, keep your left leg strong. Keep your gaze forward. And whatever grip you have, bring the right leg as far out to the side as you can. And then keep your balance. Bring that right leg back into center. Again, like that, just take it slow. Bring the right leg out to the side as far as you can. Stay balanced here. And bring the right leg back into center. And then one more time. Right leg out to the side as far as you can go. And then back to center. You're still balancing. And then release your grip, but keep the right knee lifted. Now bring that right knee out to the side on its own. And step the right foot toward the front of the mat. You want to take this to a half moon variation. So the left arm comes behind your back, half bind, palm facing away, pull that shoulder back. And then reach the right arm past the right knee with the palm open toward the ceiling. Everything stays open to the left side. Now look past the right hand rather. Put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel. Now drag the left big toe forward till all the weight comes to your right leg. And you can just hold here and be close to vertical, and that's fine. Keep the left shoulder and left hip high. Keep looking forward. If you're going to take it deeper, hinge from the right hip. Keep reaching with that right hand. And maybe you bring this toward parallel, but make sure your left side stays high. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now from that fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, and we're going to take it to crow. So palms down, grip the floor, lift your heels. Bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, just lean forward, take it slow. And then when you lift your feet, bring them up together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat. For flying lizard, set your feet down. Right leg around your right arm, right foot between your hands from the front. The left knee goes to your left arm from behind. Set your palms flat and then lift the right foot before you do anything else and squeeze that right arm. Look forward, lean forward to lift your left foot, maybe stay here. If you want to take it further, you can always extend that left leg back and then take it to your Vinyasa when you're ready. Once you find your down dog, paddle out. All right, let's take all that to the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward again, knee to chest. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, one more time. Inhale the left leg high. Now keep it lifted, keep it straight. Now reach to the left big toe, point through the foot. Lock the knee, lower the left hip so the hips are squared. And look forward toward your hands. Keep the right foot where it is. Bend the right knee, feel your hips move straight up and down. Back and forth, press into the right foot, hop it forward. Press into your right foot, hop this back. Press into the right foot, hop this forward again. And then press into your right foot and hop it back. Now press into the right foot, hop it forward one more time, stay forward. Left foot sets between your hands, right foot slides back, low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips. One more time, cow and cat lunges. With the inhale, pull your hips forward, chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press this back around your spine. Inhale, pull this forward, look up. Exhale, press back and round. Inhale, pull this forward, gaze up high. Exhale, press back and round one more time. And then just put a little bend in your left knee. And slide the right foot forward, pyramid stance. So feet about 3 feet front to back, still hips width distance side to side, so your hips are squared. Both feet flat, right foot points to side, 45 degrees or so. Now hands to your hips. With an inhale, just bring yourself all the way upright. And just take a moment to adjust. 2 straight legs, left hip back, right hip forward. And then bring your hands to your low back. Find the interlace that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together. Keep your shoulders back, keep your chest open, keep looking forward. And then back and forth from here to halfway down. So take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, lower down to halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way back up. And then with the exhale, hinges forward. Inhale, all the way upright again. Now exhale, hinge forward one more time, stay forward like this, shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then hold on to everything here, but take it down lower. Belly to your left thigh, even if you got to bend your left knee to make that happen, find the contact. Keep looking forward. Now, if you want to take it further, you can press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Further still, you can lift the right heel and bend the right knee and focus more weight to the left leg. Just take it to where you need to. If your hamstrings are tight, you're not going to take a whole lot of extra variation there. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down. Right foot slides back. Low lunge. Low lunge to your warrior two. With an inhale, drop the right heel. Lift your torso. Wimble the arms. Open out to the right side. And take a moment to set it up here. Deep bend left, your right leg straight. You can always slide this further out. One line from the front heel to the back, arch again. Keep everything open to the right side. And then bring your left hand behind your head, palm facing in. Make that hand to a fist. With your right hand, take hold of the left wrist. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And then just slowly, with your right hand, pull the left arm behind your head, right elbow toward the floor. And then start to lean this back, gaze up high. Feel that stretch to the left side of your rib cage. Now just take it back and forth with the left leg. Keep looking up. So straighten your left leg. Keep leaning this back. Now bend deep into your left knee and sink low into that left hip. Again, like that. Straighten your left leg and lean back. Deep bend to the left knee. Sink low into the hip. One more time. Straighten your left leg. Keep leaning back. Keep your gaze up high. Hold here. And then slowly, we're going to keep this bound to take it to a triangle. So bump the right hip back. And then slowly, as you bring your torso over to your left side, look to the right, and just lean into this over that left leg. Just take it to where you can. Keep breathing here. Right shoulder stays high. You're still looking toward the ceiling. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back up, right hands to your hips. Turn the left foot so it's more or less parallel to the right. And let's take this to the right side. So bend the right knee, lean right, lift your left heel. Drag the left big toe over to all the weights on the right foot. And come to standing with your left knee high. Give yourself a moment, find your balance, dig into the right big toe. And then decide. With the left hand, you can hold the left knee, and that's good enough. Or reach inside the left leg, find the big toe. Now, whatever grip you have, and if you have the big toe, you can pull the knee up higher or extend the leg forward. And keep in mind, you're going to keep moving that left leg while you're balancing. So when you're ready, just take it slow. Bring that left leg out to the side as high, as far as you can. Keep your gaze forward, stay tall. And then bring that left leg back into center. Again, at your own pace, bring that left leg out to the side. Keep the right foot strong. Keep looking forward. And then bring your left leg back into center. You're still balancing. One more time. Left leg out to the side as far as you can go. And then bring that left leg back into center again. Now just release your grip, but keep the left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then on its own, bring that left knee out to the side. Step the left foot toward the front. And again, we're going to stay open to the side and take this toward the half moon variation. Right arm behind your back, palm facing away, half bind. Left arm reaches past your left leg, palm open toward the ceiling. Now look past your left hand, keep the right shoulder pulled back. Put the weight to the left foot and lift your right heel. Now drag your right big toe forward till all your weight's in your left leg and stay open to the right side. Maybe you're at more of a diagonal, and that's fine. If you're going to take it further, keep hinging from your left hip and see about bringing yourself down toward parallel with the floor. Keep looking forward, keep breathing, and just take it to where you can. Hold your balance. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. From that fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. Oops. And then with the exhale, set the hands, take it to crow. Now palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels up. Bring the knees to touch your arms, look forward, lean forward, just take it slow. When you're ready to balance, lift your feet together, big toes to touch, heels toward your seat. Now from crow, bring the feet back down and come into flying lizard. So it's going to be left leg around your left arm this time. Left foot between your hands from the front, right knee to the right arm from behind. Now set your palms flat, lift your left foot before you do anything else and squeeze that left arm. Look forward, lean forward and lift your right foot. Maybe stay here. If you're going to take it further, you can extend that right leg straight back, but keep the right elbow pulled in. and then move to your last vinyasa when you're ready. Now from your down dog, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees, bring them all the way down to the floor. And then legs out from underneath you, come to a seat. All right, now this is where we're taking it toward 8 angles. So just keep in mind, the big picture here is we're getting further into the inner thighs and further into the hamstrings. So just work it as best you can. You can stop at any point. There's going to be a few positions we work on here before we move into the arm balance. And again, you can stop any time. The hip opening is good enough by itself. So when you're seated, extend your left leg straight forward and bend the right knee. Now with both hands, take hold of your bent right leg, squeeze it into the side of your ribs, and then just move side to side as you hold this in close. Now keep the right leg close like this, and then set the right foot down inside your left leg with about 1 foot's width between the right foot and the left inner thigh. Now, left hand sets down at a side, inhale the right arm high, and then with the exhale, fold forward inside the right leg. Now bend the left knee if you need to, but with your right hand, take hold of the outside edge of the left foot and use that grip to pull your torso further forward. Pull your belly forward to touch your left thigh. Keep the gaze forward. And again, you can do this with bent left knee or straighten your left leg, but keep the right thigh pulling into your side. There's other versions with this pose. You can bind the right leg if you like, but be sure you maintain the forward fold. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip, sit yourself upright. Now keep the right knee bent, wrap the right arm around the right knee, and then your left hand comes to the outside edge of the right foot. Curl the toes of the right foot and keep them curled. Now bring the shin toward parallel with the floor, sit this up tall, and just move side to side. And we're just crediting the leg here and looking for a stretch on the right outer hip. If you feel any twinge from the knee, then you're going to have to back off from the pressure. Now if you can take it further, maybe wrap your left arm around the right foot and bring the shin in close and still sit this upright as best you can. Now what you're doing here is basically an upright seated pigeon pose, and if this is good enough, you can just stay right here. If you want to go further, we'll move toward compass. So for that, left hand to the outside edge of the left foot, or outside of the edge of the right foot rather. Right arm inside the right thigh. Now use both hands, work that leg up your arm. You're trying to get the knee behind the shoulder, just get as close as you can right now. Now once that leg's not going to go any higher, press your right arm into the right leg, set the right hand down your side, and lean against the right arm to brace this stretch. And this might be good enough already. You don't have to go any further. Now, if you are going to go further, don't force it, but slowly extend the right leg. And the more you can extend that right leg, the more you bring your gaze over to the left side. Just take this to where you can. Now, if you extended that right leg at all, put the bend back into the right knee. Keep the leg hooked. And if the knee slid down, use both hands, try to work it back up and get the knee close to the shoulder, just to wherever you can hold. Once you're ready, right arm presses to the right leg, and this time lean forward onto the right hand. This is going to brace this and keep the leg hooked. Stay with the forward fold with your chest facing down. Left hand sets about halfway down your left thigh. Now just look down at the floor, push down, lift your butt up off the mat. And then the right foot goes underneath your left leg, and you can balance this in elephant trunk. And this is a good preliminary here before it ankle. This might be good enough. Now, if you want to take it further, slide the ankles together. Squeeze your inner thighs around the right upper arm. And then shoulders forward as the elbows bend. The legs go to the right. All this just hovering above the floor with chaturanga arms, basically. And it's definitely a bit of a trick. All right, once you're ready, set yourself down. Let's take all that on the other side. So right leg's extended, left knee bent. With both arms, take hold of your left leg, squeeze it into the side of your ribs, and just move side to side for a moment here. And then we'll bring that left foot down. Now keep it close, set it down so there's about 1 foot's width between your left foot and the right inner thigh. Right hand sets at your side. Inhale the left arm high. And then with the exhale, fold forward, reaching forward inside the left leg. Now bend the right knee if you need to, but with your left hand, take hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Use that grip to draw yourself further forward. Keep your belly touching the right thigh, whether the knee's bent or the leg is straight. Keep the left thigh squeezing in toward your side, not passive at all with that leg. And just breathe into this here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip and bring yourself upright. Now, wrap your left arm around your left knee. Right hand comes to the outside edge of the left foot. Now, sit this up tall. And again, we're just going to cradle the leg from here. Curl the toes of the left foot. Keep them curled. You don't want to feel any twinge in the knee. Keep in mind, bring all the stretch into the outer left hip. Just go ahead and rock this a little bit side to side. If you want to take it deeper, you can wrap your right arm around your left foot. Toes stay curled. And just bring the shin in closer and still sit this upright. Now again, this is just an upright seated pigeon. You can stay with this. This is plenty. If you're going to take it further, then move toward compass in stages. Right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Left arm inside your left leg. Use both hands, work that leg up your arm. And get as close as you can to getting that knee behind the shoulder. Now once you can't go any higher, press the left arm into the left leg. Set the left hand down at your side. Maybe just lean against the left arm, and that might be a good enough stretch. If you're going to go further, go slow. Start to extend the left leg. The further you extend, the more you open your chest and bring your gaze over to the right. And again, just take this to where you can. This is pretty much the cat cleaning itself position here. If your hamstrings are tight, it's going to take a while to get toward full extension. Now slowly from here, if that leg's extended at all, bend back to the knee. Try to keep the leg up high. And if your knee's slid down, use both hands to get that knee close to the shoulder. Once you're ready, press your left arm into your left leg. Lean forward this time onto your left hand, and that'll keep the leg hooked. The right hand comes down outside the right thigh. Now maintain some of that fold with your chest facing down. Push into the floor. Lift your butt up off the mat. And then the left foot goes underneath the right leg to hook the leg. You can balance here. Again, this is elephant trunk. If you want 8 angle, ankles together. Inner thigh squeeze around the left upper arm. Don't forget that part. Shoulders forward, elbows back as the legs go to the left side this time, just hovering above the floor. And then once you're ready, go ahead and set everything down. Shake your legs out a little bit. And you're welcome to work on that further. Or otherwise, we're going to wrap this up with something a little bit easier. So once you're ready, bring yourself down onto your back. Now draw your knees into your chest. Just squeeze everything down for a moment. And then we're going to move into the supine twist that we took at the beginning. So go ahead and release your left leg, left foot to the floor. Cross the right leg tightly over the left. And again, think of this as an eagle bind. Now arms out at your sides. Keep your shoulders down on the floor. Keep your shoulders grounded. And then go ahead and tuck your left hip underneath you. Bring your knees down to the left side. And bring your gaze over to the right. And move into the twist. Now let the left leg weight the right leg down. Look for the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can use your left hand to press the knees down lower until you feel that twist. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring the knees back up to center. And switch it out for the other side. Right foot down, left leg crosses tightly over the right. And then once you're ready, tuck the right hip underneath you. Bring your knees down to the right side. Both shoulders stay down. Bring your gaze over to the left. And this time, look for that stretch in the outer left hip toward your low back. Let the right leg weight the left leg down. If you need more, you can always use the right hand to bring the knees closer to the floor. But just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring everything back into center. Uncross your legs. Pull the knees into your chest side by side. And then let's take it to happy baby. Go ahead and reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And then pull down on both sides. So draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low to the floor. And then if you want to take it further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from where you are, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then just start to move here bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Stretch this out long. Take an inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then pull everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself on the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here. Hold on to the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.